Welcome back to another Prairie Sunset Ranch farm vlog. I'm Aaron, and thank you for tuning in, my friends. Well, it was a busy week at Prairie Sunset Ranch. We basically have three objectives for this video. Number one, move the green feed barley bales from the east and west fields into lines near the road allowance where my hay transporter can have access to them to the bales to load and bring back to our ranch. So we're gonna do that, and the weather didn't really cooperate for that. Who could have guessed? I also want to take you guys on a quick tour of our cattle watering areas and the pasture areas. I really have to show you the transformation that took place. We have gotten maybe between 5 and 6 inches of rain altogether over the last 4 weeks. Over the last 2 weeks, we probably got about 3.5 inches. So it's perfect. We really did need it. It didn't completely save the season, but it will allow some of us to keep our animals on pasture for longer and have those animals have access to clean drinking water, so we don't have to haul water all the time. So that's fantastic. So we're going to touch base on that. Also, this is the biggie. I want any of you fine folks, you ladies or gentlemen that have crop experience, to help old Aaron out what I should do with a couple of my fields. I got a lot of feedback on my live video I did, and it was brought to my attention. There's lots of guys with some, crop experience watching my videos. So that's fantastic. I need to pick your brains. I want you to leave your comments in the comment box with your suggestion of what I should do in this scenario. I'm going to explain in the video what I'm planning on doing with a couple chunks of my land. And you let me know if you agree with it, what I could do differently, or what you would do. I just want to get a game plan together, but I realize I am not the most experienced crop master around. So anyways, that's enough chit chat, people. Let's better and get at her. Woo! Well, I am so absolutely blown away. All you fantastic, wonderful subscribers brought our channel up past 2,000, up to 2,060. So thank you for that. I think we're sitting around 2,060 right now. So I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. You know what? Never expected that. Thank you so much. It seems like you guys are enjoying the videos, so I'm going to continue pumping these beauties out. If you don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. It really means a lot to us YouTubers. Plus, it leaves Aaron the beef bear all fuzzy inside and loved. We'll leave it at that. Boy, I don't know how I'm going to keep up to all the bales to move this year. It's so depressing to see this one bale here. There's one bale on this whole side. Holy macaroni. But it's a nice bale at that, so we'll leave it at that. All right, folks, what do you think of this? This big chunk of land goes to that bush, does a dog leg right, and right back to the end of the marsh, or where it gets lower. This is high land. It's been worked several times. There's not many rocks, if any at all. So this is what I was planning for this field in particular. There's about 4 fields like this that I want to do things with. However, this is my plan for this one. I was talking to a couple individuals. Thank you, French Canadian farmer. And Robert, I was gonna email you. I lost your email. You can email me back. I tried messaging you. I'll catch you this video if you watch it. Anyways, my thoughts are, I'm not a fan of using Roundup. You guys know that. So a lot of you guys, you ladies and you guys, disagree with that. I totally understand. It is not, if you're a crop, if you're a seed guy, crop guy, you'd think I'm crazy. But we're just trying to stick to our roots of, not fully organic, but as close to as possible. So, I want to kind of keep in lines of keeping as much organic matter in the soil as possible. But with that said, I am open to different thoughts and ideas here. I'm not saying I'd never use it. Hey, I just might. I might have to. But what are your thoughts here? Without talking about the Roundup, I'm unsure yet what I'm going to do here. Might be my only option. But I wanted to bring the discs through here. I wanted to set them so they're not tearing hard. I'm not deep tilling, but I want to go over about 3-4 times with the discer and just get it nice and aerated, because this is really, the grasses took over. It's been just matted. It's matted, like, right? So I'm thinking if I chop it up a little bit and then we leave it for winter, and I come in here in the spring once more with the discs, and then I no-till drill it. What am I going to put in here, Aaron? I'm not sure. So leave me your comments in the comment box. What should I do in this situation? I really want to hear from you. I really want all your ideas. And also bear in mind, we're going to be planning for a drought. So if you were planning for a drought, you're in my position, you have quite minimal moisture. You got a field like this. This used to be primarily alfalfa timothy. You can see there's not much of either left. There's a cat. I was gonna say cactus, that's a thistle, not a cactus. There might be cactuses though. If we have another summer like this, I might raise camels and cactuses. You never know. But what would you do? I'm thinking of hitting it 2 to 4 times with the discer before fall. I'm going to come out here in the spring. I was thinking of hitting it once more with the discer and then the no-till. Is that necessary? Is it unnecessary? Am I doing things all wrong? I do not want to deep till it. I don't think that's my best option, because if we have another dry year, I just might be out of luck. Up the creek without a paddle. You know how it is. We'll leave it at that. I'm looking forward to the comments. But this field has not produced for us. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, was producing, you know, 200 to, you know, 350 bales. Now we're down to, well, there's one bale there. But no, like literally, even on an average year, a little below average year, you're gonna get, you know, 45, 50 bales off here. So we really need this field to be working for us, seeing it's a nice long stretch and it's fairly smooth. Well, I am back at the barley field. I am loading bales. We had a bunch of rain here recently, so I couldn't get out here and move them, but I gotta move them to the other side of the field by the roadway where the transportation, the semi, can pick up the bales properly. And I'm sure once it gets dry enough, the owner of this field's gonna wanna start working it up, so get it prepped for next year. When the frost sets in, you know, come September, out here where we are, frost can come in, you know, maybe not quite yet, but you know, it's on the way. You can feel with the temperature at night. So bales feel pretty heavy, that's for sure. There's got to be lots of good feed in them, lots of good barley. I did have a good look at this. So this is smooth bearded or on barley. It's not the barbed stuff. So that's good. It shouldn't cause abscesses and everything, but I still don't know if I'm going to grind it up or how I'm going to do it. But one thing at a time, I guess. Secure all the feed we can and go from there. There you have it. I have tubes in them. I'm gonna imagine something had popped or whatever, but I got really lucky. I called my mobile tire guy. He was right in the area, literally a couple miles away. So he turned around and he just drove by here. So he should be here in 5 minutes. So get that repaired and we'll get the rest of these darn bales off. This field's taking me forever. It's crazy. This is ridiculous. I should be done 300 bales the amount of time I spent here. Too much talking to you guys. There goes a tire repair guy. Boom, new tube. What happened? is inside here, inside this tire is fairly new. Inside there is a little plastic tab. There's a sticker glued in there. And it's kind of like almost, it's a little less rigid than a credit card, but it's a really stiff plastic. I had a little smaller tube in there and it just rubbed enough that it punctured a hole in the side of the tube. So I wanted tubes in these, so he put a brand new proper fitting tube and we're good to go. So let's get hauling. Well, there you have it. We got 144 bales in 4 lines, ready to be hauled. So not a bad day. It's a lot of feed, so this is good. Well, we got all these bales moved and we are gonna go take a quick rip and we're gonna check out the cattle's pasturing and watering areas. You will not believe the transformation that has taken place since we've gotten this 5 to 6 inches of rain over the last 3-4 weeks. So it's been a heck of a good run for us. The pastures are coming up, alfalfa's coming up. Things are definitely becoming healthier on the landscape. And to boot, the watering holes are filling up once again. So the cattle have a proper or healthy supply of fresh water to consume. Well, let's go for a rip. I gotta show you this sheep pasture, the cattle pasture, the watering holes. It's crazy the transformation that took place. Well, this is one of the first areas I wanted to show you guys. Why I want to show you this is just because no animal has been on here and it was dead. I think I showed you a couple clips of it, but it has come back. It has come back a little bit green, which is great. Unfortunately, I do see that a lot of the weeds came back strong because they love the dry weather. But it's something, it is green. So I might be able to graze the cattle in here in the fall, even in this big chunk. So the sheep have actually had access to the field on the other side there. We've been letting them graze the actual field just to the fact so they can get some good you know, grazing pasture in them, because there just wasn't enough pasture this year. The grass was high quality just because all the sun we did get. It wasn't waterlogged, but still they needed a little something extra. So in there they get some alfalfa, some other goodies that will keep them in condition. Now we just zipped across. This is the pastures, the Heifers pasture area. Look at the grass. It's pretty crazy, you know, like, yeah, it's not much. If you've seen this and you're like, well, what's he talking about? It was just brown. There's brown and dirt. There's just nothing here. So this corner's pretty high. It's in the bush, but it's pretty high. So if this is growing back, let's go take a look at where the lower areas in the watering hole where the heifers are. Now what this really does, it doesn't save the season. I was talking to another cattle rancher and he said, you know, I hope like the government is going to be giving some relief for feed transportation, hopefully, and maybe some feed costs. I'm not sure, honestly. Maybe they won't. But I hope this doesn't sway anything. Even though it looks a little greener, we're not in the we're not in the good yet, you know. But what this does show you is that there's hopes for this coming year. Definitely, you know, especially if we go in with a little bit of moisture in the ground going to next year, then things will be a little bit better. But as we know, that can change in a hurry. So this is the heifers area. This is the really high ground here. So lots of high ground. So the grass is actually growing here too. I see they haven't been here recently. They haven't been coming for the water because I haven't filled it up, because I'm gonna go show you the water. So these tubs are empty and apparently broken. It's bent in a little bit. Old tub. But to see some green here is really nice. It's really encouraging. If not anything, it is encouraging to see some green finally. I wish it would have shown up a few months earlier, then we probably wouldn't have this horrible situation of just gathering feed wherever you can find it and paying through the roof. But what can you do, right? You take the good, you take the bad. You know the rest of it. So today is pretty sunny. It's nice and warm. It's probably in the mid-20s right now, Celsius. So it's pretty nice out. The grass is definitely growing. Gonna bring them some mineral. They got salt still. But everything has shot back to life, it seems. I was quite certain everything was dormant just from the excessive dry heat scorched earth, but grasses are quite resilient. Okay, so this is that watering hole I showed you a couple videos ago. Yeah, it would have been 3 videos ago, 4 videos ago. You can almost not get there right now, which is a good sign because this is a marsh. But look at that. This hole filled right up. No, this isn't their only watering hole, but this is easy to go by because it's just a dugout. So that tells me there's been a lot of rain here in the last little while. I'd say it's probably rained at least between 5 to 6 inches in the last month. Probably 3 to 3.5 in the last couple weeks. And I actually can't go there, but I'm going to show you from the road. The marsh is filled up with water again. So, damn, it's nice to see. Let's go take a peek at the marshes that I showed you that were dried out. We're going to take a look at them. Well, I was poking around at cattle prices the other day. Out here, they're actually staying quite strong. I think the feeder steers in most classes are $5, $6, $7 higher. So that's a good, it's a good indication too. I'm glad prices haven't bottomed. Good cows, I think just like your typical butcher cow, whatever, is 80 to 84 cents. So that's keeping steady with what it was before. I thought with the mass sell-off of all the cattle when it was under the realization there's not going to be any feed, I thought the prices would just, they didn't. They actually held steady and they're fairly strong, so that's damn good. So I hope it keeps up for the fall run, so some guys can make a couple bucks on calves and stay, you know, operational. And the feed costs this year, though, there's going to be very tight margins. Feed margins are, the feed's going to cost quite a bit this year, but there's no way around that. It's nature of the beast. Yeah, there we go. There's a better view. And there's the other bigger one. So I'm gonna imagine the bigger watering holes are filled up too. But let's go take a peek at those other main ones at the far east side, see how that's doing. Oh, I see this side's even better in the bush here. Look at this. Hey, how you doing, young girl? It's one of my young girls. Everything seems to be in good shape, you know? Really wow, look at this. Well, if this isn't my lucky day, look at that. Found a sledgehammer. These are all my young girls. I wonder what this tree has to get this off here. But calves look amazing. First year calves look like real nice shape. Really nice looking animals. These are all the first time girls. A couple of the young calves. Everything looks really good. Really happy with everything. The girls did amazing this year. Given the extreme nature of this summer, they've really held in there well with condition. And really the only thing I had to do is supplement them with, you know, proper vitamins, minerals, salt, and water for this group. I brought them water for quite a while, but you know, it's just a part of the game. You got to do it sometimes. But really happy with the look of them. Really happy with the pasture on this side of the marsh. That was the other side we looked at This side looks better. There we have it. Look at that. There's some water again. Oh, look at that, eh? Now, that's not really a watering hole, but I go by this area because it's pretty hard. It's clay. It retains water fairly well. This other one, though, it's a little better of an area to show indication of water out here. So yeah, there's some fresh water in here too. And so be it. There's another hole, there's another hole, there's another spring. So that's good. I can see it's green over there along the bush, so we're good. I don't have to worry about water. I know they're grazing. I know they're getting some nutritional value from it, so it's perfect, people. So I just wanted to show you quickly how the pastures have transformed. If you haven't, go back to my other video there about the drought, the mega drought claiming land, and go take a look at it. It's crazy. Total transformation. Well, all good things come to an end, much like opening your gifts on your birthday.